What is learning environment resource? Learning resources are used in every single place where there is education. These materials are often used by all the students, especially the ones who study online. Technology has provided two kinds of learning, the formal and informal. A great deal of online learning resources allow students to facilitate and create the most appropriate learning environment according to their needs. Currently, the creation of an inclusive learning environment is increasingly important to every single institution. Science technology is widely spread, therefore, students are able to be resourceful and be more active in their learning. According to Lebenik 2015, a variety of learning resources is presented, for instance, video lecture, tutorials, online courses, ebooks, learning tools, mind maps, quizzes. The informal learning environment online is based on personal preference. It is not institutionalized. Self-directed learning, family, socially it's not strict.
Here we have the other part of what's learning environment. A learning environment encompasses the diverse physical locations, contexts, and cultures. We have open resources can help students to achieve their goals, share, encourage collaboration and knowledge. Combine allows students to combine different resources to create personalized learning experience. Adapt materials are often flexible and adaptable. Expand expands access to education. Research encourage critical thinking and research skills. Students engage with diverse content. We have this picture about a pedagogy space technology framework for designing and evaluating learning spaces. We have three important things: space, technology, and pedagogy. All these things are linked. For example, space is encouraged with pedagogy, and pedagogy enabled by the space. Pedagogy is engaged by technology, and technology is enhanced with pedagogy. And finally, space is embeds with technology, and technology extends to the space. All these things are useful. According to Dave, we have other meanings or other things to take account. Support and consistent, be developed and competent by authors, be appropriate with the learning styles and have physical format. All these things are very important for a learning environment.
I'm going to talk about evaluation and analysis of need and preferences, summative evaluation. The goal of the summative assessment is to evaluate student learning at the end of an instructional unit by comparing it against some standard or benchmark. Summative assessments are often high stakes, which means that they have a high point value, and some examples of summative assessment include a midterm exam, a final project, a paper, or a senior receipt. Generally speaking, summative assessments are defined by three major criteria, and one of them is the tests, assignments, or projects, which are used to determine whether students have learned what they were expected to learn. In other words, what makes an assessment summative is not the design of the test, assignment, or self evaluation, perceived but the way it is used. An example to determine whether and to what degrees students have learned the material they have been taught. Here we can see three questions like when, why, and how. When is the summative evaluation applied? At the end of the instructional period. Why? Because it is useful to collect evidence of students' knowledge. And how? It is via exit learning products or cumulative assessment. Thank you.
Evaluation and analysis of needs.
Teacher must take into account what content will be evaluated in online environments. Teachers need to analyze the results and impact it has on the learning process, ask how learning resources extend over a period of time, and what significant changes are obtained in the process. For this teaching evaluation process, it's necessary to develop rubrics that can analyze the different jobs that the students can perform within the online learning environment. Contents to keep in mind to evaluate learning. Authorship, objectives, links and reference, accuracy, and publications. Teachers need to evaluate attractiveness, comprehensibility, acceptability, self-involvement, to action. As the learning process develops, the evaluation process becomes more objective. Teachers have to answer questions to analyze the process evaluation. For example, did the learning activity draw your attention? Are the visual components appealing to the eyes? Is it well organized and follow the instruction of the task? It is easy to understand. Does it have the appropriate language and organization of contents? Are the ideas well structured? Is the learning activity comprehensible? The strengths and weaknesses that each of the students have can allow the teacher to create new different classes and also design new lessons plans.
Hello, teacher. I'm going to talk about determination of objectives. The objectives of the learning environments increase and foster the learning through the tools like internet, websites, emails, and other platforms. At first, I'm going to talk about the objectives of learning environments. At first, when we create those objectives, it's important to consider then student needs, and also it's important to provide the capacity to the principal attention to the students. By other hand, if we talk about the virtual learning environments, eh, we know that those ways provide the students the opportunity to keep in touch with teachers, not like in a face-to-face communication, but it's possible. Also, students are able to connect from everywhere. Okay, so that is really important. Today, our students have more opportunities, low learning resources. For example, collaboration, multimedia, new skills, strategies, positive attitude, and also they can increase their motivation. So for that reason, it is really important how to influence on learners to achieve goals so that the students get motivated in the process of learning. So that's all. Thank you, teacher.
Dear Master, my name is Mario Lima. My theme evaluation and analysis of need and preference types of evaluation. Evaluation is very important requirement of the education system. It is the systematic process of collecting, analyzing, interpreting information to determine the extent to which pupils are achieving instructional objectives. Characteristic of evaluation. It is a systematic process, it is the continuous process, it emphasizes broad personality change and major objectives and educational program. Includes not only subject matter achievements but also aptitudes, interests, weighted taking, word habits, and personal and social adaptability. Need and objectives evaluation. Evaluation helps to design better education program. Types of the evaluation: formative evaluation and summative evaluation. Formative evaluation. It is the use to monitor the learning process of the students during the period instruction. It provides the continued feedback to the both teacher and student concerning learning success and failure while the instruction in process. Characteristic of formative evaluation. It is the integral part of the learning process. It occurs frequently during the course of instruction. It is results and may immediately know the learns. Example of formative evaluation. monthly tests, class tests, periodical assessment. Summative evaluation. It is the note on the end of the course instruction to know to understand the objectives previously, fixed how they've been accomplished. Its main objective to assign grade to the pupils. It indicates the degree to which the student have the master of the course content. The function of the summative evaluation. Number one, crediting is the concert which the collecting evidence that the learner has achieved some instructional goals in respect to the defined curriculum. Number two, certifying is the concert with the given evidence that the learner is able to perform just according to the curriculum plan. Characteristic of summative evaluation it is determinately neutral in the comes the in and the course instruction. Is the John in the character is the same that it John's achievement purpose. Example of the summative evaluation. Traditional school and university examinators, standardized tests, teacher made the test, practical and oral tests.
Physical resources. A well-organized environment of to motivate students' development from different learning styles. A learning environment encourages, facilitates, and supports the interaction of curricular goals and objectives. Physical resources are tangible materials used in the educational system to achieve specific objectives. They allow direct interaction, such as moving, smelling, touching, observing, and are created to assist teachers in their daily tasks. These materials are fundamental for development of education activities. For example, chairs, desks, floors, rooms, furnitures, building. A physical resource, according to many other authors, are seen like a powerful material that will help students to get involved in their learning. They also view them as didactic materials such as books, charts, computers, learner books, teacher's guide, learning activities, laboratories, libraries, classroom maps.